Another episode of Legal Bite with Truth. Legal Bite with Truth is your go-to podcast channel for understanding the complexities of law. Here we break down complex legal concepts into chewable bites and show you how they affect your everyday life. I am your host, Ruth Oluwaleke. So basically today we are going to start a 3-part series titled Promises, Profits, and People, the Truth About Human Trafficking. Yes, this 3-part series is actually to commemorate the World Day Against Trafficking in Persons, which was celebrated that was on the 30th of July. So the aim of this series is simple: to actually help individuals understand what human trafficking really is, how traffickers operate today, and what each and every one of us can do to prevent it. So today's episode is titled "It Starts at Home: How Families Can Prevent Human Trafficking." A few days ago, I had the privilege of moderating a webinar organized by a Women Trafficking and Child Labor Eradication Foundation, WorldCare, to commemorate the World Day Against Trafficking in Person. During the session, one of the most powerful moments was when one of the survivors of human trafficking shared a story. A story reminded me that human trafficking is not always what we see in movies. It does not always begin with force or kidnapping. Sometimes it begins with a simple message on social media. Sometimes it begins with a promise. In her case, she met someone on Facebook. Of course, she had known the person, in real life, but it was a long time, so she didn't see the person for a long time. Then the person reached out to her on Facebook. The person first approached her with the intention of starting a relationship, a romantic relationship, but she declined. So after the declining, he later returned with what appeared to be a better offer. He told her he could help her relocate to the United States. She was interested but had concerns. She did not have a passport or visa, so she had never traveled outside Nigeria. Interestingly, she was just leaving secondary school. But he actually assured her that everything would be arranged if she simply provided her personal details. She believed him. What touched me most about her story was that she never discussed this opportunity with her parents. Instead, she told them she had secured a job in Abuja. She actually told her brother that she had secured a job in Abuja because she knew they would likely object to her traveling abroad under those circumstances. Unfortunately, the promised journey to the United States turned into a journey through the desert to Libya. Instead of finding a better life, she found exploitation, abuse, and captivity. She spent nearly 2 years there before she was eventually rescued and returned to Nigeria. Sadly, while she was away, her mother passed away after learning what had happened to her. As I listened to her story, one thought kept coming to mind. What if she had spoken to her family before making that decision? Would they have asked questions? Would they have verified the offer? Would they have recognized the warning signs? We may never know. But her story teaches us an important lesson. Human trafficking often succeeds where there is silence. Many people think traffickers are strangers hiding in dark places. That is no longer the reality. Today, traffickers use social media, they use fake job opportunities, they promise scholarships, they promise travel opportunities. Sometimes they pretend to be friends. Sometimes they pretend to be romantic partners. Their goal is to gain trust before they exploit their victims. That is why families have a very vital role to play in combating human trafficking. Parents and guardians should create an enabling environment where children and young adults feel comfortable discussing important decisions. Whether it is a job opportunity, a scholarship, a business offer, or an invitation to travel abroad, these conversations matter. Young people also have a responsibility. I understand that many people desire better opportunities. We all want to build successful lives, but before accepting any offer from someone you met online or even someone you know or someone promising to take you abroad, please ask questions. Verify the information. Research the company or organization. I also understand that traffickers are also very smart. So they know all these things. They will create companies and all that and even make it look as if they are real. But that doesn't stop you from researching the company or organization. Speak with your family or someone you trust. A genuine opportunity will not be afraid of verification. One statement made during the webinar has actually remained with me, and it was said that the best place to stop human trafficking is actually at our doorsteps. I couldn't agree more. The fight against human trafficking is not the responsibility of just the law enforcement agencies alone. It is the responsibilities of everybody. It is the responsibility of families, schools, faith-based organizations, community leaders, civil society organizations, government, and every one of us. If we strengthen our home fronts, encourage open communication, and educate our communities, we can prevent many people from becoming victims. As I conclude today's episode, I want to leave you with this thought. Human trafficking rarely begins with chains. Most often, it begins with deception. So before you accept that job offer, before you accept that scholarship or that promise to relocate abroad, pause, ask questions, verify the information, and most importantly, involve someone you trust. It could save your life. Thank you for listening to today's episode of Legal Bite with Truth. Join me in my next episode as we discuss the new face of human trafficking, fake jobs, social media, and false promises. Until then, stay informed, stay vigilant, and remember, awareness is our first line of defense against human trafficking.